Huh. So today is Christmas, and I hope some of you guys who, have a normal type of life or somewhat normal life have a cool day or whatever, You already know every day for me is a battle of Stalingrad, so we just gotta keep on soldiering through and going through it. But I want you guys to notice something, man. As this whole world burns around us and how this whole world is just going crazy. I know you guys see the rising prices of groceries. You see the inflation. You see, the problem what they say with Gen Z, how a lot of people in Gen Z they're having a hard time finding jobs. They're having a hard time, evolving in quote unquote adulthood and all that. And that's simply because this world is designed to break you. Honestly, look at this world today, man. Look how America is the most powerful country, the most powerful nation in history, supposedly. And yet you have people that are starving, people that are homeless, people that are depressed, And what's crazy is the loneliness and the isolation in the holidays for guys in our position. All of us right now, we would rather be with a nice woman right now. Am I right? Wouldn't right now you, instead of playing video games, watching anime, or doing whatever illicit, explicit drug that you're into, wouldn't you want to be cuddled up with a nice female right now, just hugged up, feeling on that booty, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Rolling up some ganja, and just watching some movies with her, maybe have her sit on your lap and all that and enjoy the holidays like that. But a lot of us, man, unfortunately, we don't have that certain look, that certain charisma, and that certain spirit to attract the females that we want. One of the most brutal things is realizing that every single girl that you liked, every single girl that you wanted to have a relationship with, they don't like you back. It's like there's some type of spirit or some type of entity that's an enemy to our sanity, honestly. Because every single body, every single person and everybody should be able to have a significant other, should be able to have that one girl in their life. I've seen some of the most horrendous men have a good woman in their life. I'm talking about people just fresh out of prison, people that's, miscreants and deviants and sadistic and twisted, And these people will have a good girl in their life, a girl that's cooking them pumpkin pie, a girl buying them gifts on Christmas and giving them another private gift late at night. And these men are some of the most abhorrent, horrible people ever. That's one thing I don't understand is that if you're a quote unquote good person or a person that doesn't bother nobody and you stay out the way, you just try to just mind your business and not bother nobody, people tend to try to always mess with you. And not only that, women don't really like, a good guy. Let me break that down. Have you noticed that if you're a nice guy, if you're a good guy, a good mannered guy, opening doors for women and being nice and polite, a lot of them are not really attracted to that. A lot of women are attracted to assholes. They're attracted to that bad guy, the guy with that sense of adventure, the guy with that sense of, just deviancy, Like, women don't want to say this, but the truth is this. They like a guy that can attract other women. A woman may say, oh, no, I only like a guy that only has his eyes for me. They may say that little lie. But in all reality, if you're the guy like us who actually would, just care about her and take good care of her and, buy her gifts and be nice to her and take her to dinner and take her to brunch and lunch and do all that, all that blue pill normie crap, she's going to end up cheating behind your back and then laughing at you and calling you a loser. It's brutal, And I don't know, bro. I just feel that a lot of us, man, in this situation, we would be a lot more happier with that significant other in our life. We would be a lot more happier with a nice female in our life instead of being by ourselves all the time. And don't get it twisted. Being by yourself and not being bothered by people, it's a good thing. It's a good feeling, right? But it's not always a good feeling when you constantly and consistently and persistently have to have that little hole, that little tear into your heart where you want to find a good girl in your life. But let's be real, man. I was talking to somebody earlier about this. As a grown ass man, where do you go to find a good woman in your life? You can't go to your job. That's the place you earn your money. Most people's lives are like this. They wake up, they go to work, and they come home. They may stop by Carl's Jr., McDonald's, Jack in the Box, or Pizza Hut, or, Domino's, or, whatever, Papa John's. They may stop by a pizza place before they go back home, and they may go home and order pizza. Then they may light up a joint, may get something to drink and play their Xbox for hours on end. But where do you go to find a good, beautiful woman? You're not going to go to the bar. You're not going to go to the club. Think about it this way. Right now, there's a girl in your city right now that you will see, and you will probably fall in love with her just on how she looks like. Like, damn, she's beautiful. I want her in my life. I want this girl. She's beautiful. But how are you going to get that girl to like you? How are you going to get that girl to actually, want to be with you? How? Because women nowadays, they have so many freaking options. They can go and date anybody who they want. Now, men, especially guys in our position, we have economic destabilization. We don't look the best, and we don't have no support systems. We don't have any type of help. We got nobody that wants to really see us win. Most people want to see us, at the bottom. Most people want to see us, just devastated and annihilated, honestly. So how do guys like us, a normal, everyday, average Joe, or even below that, how do we find a good girl in our life? You just have to get lucky. A lot of these guys, man, get lucky. I was on Instagram earlier, and stay off Instagram today. Christmas Day, stay off Instagram. But I was on Instagram today, and I was seeing so many of these ninjas with their beautiful European women. You know what I mean? You guys know I like snow bunnies. It is what it is. It's no secret. And I'm looking at these ninjas, bro, and I noticed something. They're all tall. They all got that certain look. They're all muscular. They all, they got some type of clout. Either they're a miscreant or a deviant. And these women are going absolutely nuts for these guys. They're going insane for these types of men. And I'm just like, wow. Meanwhile, I'm more laid back. I'm more chill, and I don't really like problems and drama. But it's like, how are these guys able to attract these beautiful females in their life like that? And don't tell me just, it's your personality, bro. Like, just get that blue pill normie crap out of here. We know the truth. It's all about the looks, man. The looks, the looks, the looks, the looks. The looks is the hooks. The looks is what grabs their attention. In this world, you're going to be judged on how you look like. It's just point blank, period. And when it comes to women, man, women are going to look at you and she's going to know if she wants to screw you within 3 seconds. It doesn't take that long. She'll just know within seconds if you're somebody that she wants to give some fellatio with a high ratio to and let you get between them cheeks. You know what I mean? Point blank. But I look at these guys, I look at these normal guys, I'm thinking, how did they get in that position where they met that exact girl? I'm talking about girls that are really freaking pretty and beautiful, whatever. They're in that position where they meet these girls, able to talk to them, make them laugh, go out on dates and just have a normal human functionality with them, have normal emotions with them. Where guys like us, bro, we dream of that. We dream of having a nice, beautiful woman in our life. We dream of having a nice girl in our life that can be by our side, that can be with us when we're down and out and, show us love and show us affection. But a lot of us men, unfortunately, we're trapped in this hell realm. We're trapped in this eternal infernal prison. And it sucks when you're alone and you really want a girl in your life, man. And I understand a lot of us, man, we should just give it up, man. Don't try to get in a relationship and all that. I understand. That's totally valid, of course. Of course, who want to date a modern Western woman when a Western woman has all these options and opportunities that a regular guy doesn't? And plus, when you have that girl, she's not really yours. She's yours for that period of time. She's probably going to cheat on you, go cheat on whoever, who maybe cheat on you with her boss, whoever, whatever. She's going to cheat on you, eventually. And that's going to break your heart if you fall in love. But it sucks when you see certain guys that get to enjoy that. They get to have the girls that they actually want. And I'm really sick of it, man. I'm sick of seeing girls that I truly want and want them to be in my life, but I just can't have them. I just can't grab them. It's insane. You see these beautiful women on Instagram. You see them in real life. You see them. You're like, how the fuck can I make her mine? I want her to be my girlfriend. I want her to be my lover. I want her. I want her to just give me a damn hug, or something. But when you're guys in our position, these women treat us like we're just gum at the bottom of their shoe. It's ridiculous. And then what I hate is when guys who know that they get more girls than you or whatever, they try to rub it in your face or something like that, which is crazy because I don't really care that much, because I know, man, you may have her right now, brother, but she's going to be screwing somebody else in a few more months, I just want to hit it from the back and make that nanny slap, you know what I mean? Honestly, point blank, period, all this other stuff doesn't work, fleshlights, wanking off with your hand, going on, other different websites, Pornhub or whatever, man. I don't even go on Pornhub or X videos, anything like that no more, bro. It's just like have you ever just wanked off, bro, and just felt empty inside? Because you want that emotional connection. You want that emotional reflection. It's more than just sexual alleviation. It's also mental and emotional alleviation as well. Sitting there cuddling with the female, gaining that, I'm not going to call it love, but some type of energetic manifestational frequency that's on a more positive side. You know, it sucks when you're a man, you got to go through all this shit in life alone. No female, no girl that got your back, everybody talking crap about you, everybody doubting you. It's not a good feeling and it's not a good thing, man. It's not good when you're always alone. Men are not supposed to be alone all the damn time, you know, point blank, period, you know? It's absolutely brutal, man. You know, it's just not like life shouldn't be this way, you know? Honestly, like I feel like life is like, you know, this is Space Marines Part 1, you know. And yes, and this is my gameplay in the background for my Twitch, twitch.com/straw halo. Go ahead and check it out. But yeah, this is how life is. You see this battle on this bridge right here. You got a flying helicopter, alien helicopter shooting missiles at you. You're fighting it back. You know, you're trying to take it down. You know, that's life right there. That's like little things in life. You know, that's like that alien helicopter represents, you know, your ability, your inability to attract a good girl. And then after that, you got to fight more. You got to keep on firing upon enemies and getting another alien helicopter comes. It's brutal and it's ridiculous, man. I don't know why certain people are lucky in life, man. Like they get to have the exact girl that they want. They get to have the exact things that they want in this world. It's not fair. Every man deserves to have that good girl in his life at least once. It's like, damn, can life throw us a bone one time? We're not asking for much. We're just asking for, you know, to have a cute girl in our life one damn time. You know, like, I don't get why that's such a problem. I don't get why that's such a bad thing where guys like us, we just want to have one beautiful girl in our life. That's it. Just one. There's billions of females out there. Billions. You know, and in China, they have what's called the leftover women or whatever. I'll take one of them, but I know it's not going to be genuine. But I mean, hell, what's really genuine nowadays, right? A lot of everything is fake and it's on some bull crap, but still, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just on, you know, Christmas Day, bro. Stay away from social media. Stay away from all the social sites because they're going to make you feel a certain way, especially when you want to have a girl in your life, man. It's not just any type of girl, man. You know, like a lot of us, we deserve to have a cute girl in our life or a girl that looks decent. Shit. Why do we have to be with Shaniqua or some beluga whale? No, I want to be with Ashley, you know, the green eyes, the blue eyes, you know, the nice red hair, the blonde hair, whatever it is, you know, or even, you know, a nice, pretty Latina girl or a pretty Asian girl. It doesn't matter. I just want to be with somebody that's pretty, that's nice, and that's cute. Why do we have to battle to have such simple things that other guys get to have regularly, they get to have instantaneously? And it starts when you're young. When you're a young guy and you're not able to get a lot of, you know, female attention and validation, that's going to affect you when you become an adult, because once you're an adult, all that confidence that you're supposed to have when you're younger, the dating experience, the experiences of, you know, going to Hawaii with that girl and smacking that booty on that boat and rolling up that joint, you know, and hitting her from the back and making that nanny smack, you know, you're not going to be experienced. And women, one thing women do not like is an inexperienced man when it comes to, you know, sexual encounters. You know, if you start trying to hit it or whatever and you bust within a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds, she's going to, what the hell is wrong with this guy? You know, and then she's going to tease you, you know? It's brutal. You know, like you have to have confidence to have accomplishments. But in order to have the accomplishments, you have to have that confidence first. And that confidence comes from your experiences. If you're constantly having negative experiences in life and negative situations that you're placed in and that you have to be faced in, it's going to be totally hard to try to gain confidence to talk to some of these girls. You know, I was talking to somebody earlier, you know, we had a good conversation and they were telling me like how they're in college or whatever. Like they're on their little break right now. But when they go back, there was this girl that they were kind of trying to talk to in their class. And you know, she was giving all these signals, but she was giving mixed signals as well. Like she would like want to hang out with them with like whenever he pays for like the little, because sometimes they go out on like little lunch dates here and there, not all the time, but here and there. And when he pays or when he like suggests he's going to pay, she's nice and she talks to him. But the second that, you know, he doesn't have any money or he says he gets paid the next week, she kind of just ghosts him until he has money. And he's like, what the hell is that? Like, you know, and I'm like, bruh, you know what it is, man. Chad and Tyrone don't have to spin a bone, you know, and they still get the bone. It's brutal. And it sucks, man, because it doesn't matter if you're a good-hearted person or a good-hearted man in this world. It just matters if you have the looks, the right connections, and the luck on your side. And a lot of us, unfortunately, we have a lot of drama, toxic family members, toxic, environments. Some people got, just all types of hiccups in their life that destroys their confidence and destroys their mind to really grind and achieve great things. You know, you can't build a flower garden in soil that's already deprived of nutrients. Everybody needs that nurturing for their spiritual growth and development. And every one of us, man, who's been through it deserves to have a good girl in our life. Somebody that has our back, somebody that actually cares about us, somebody that's, really there for us, man, because being alone in this position with no female in your life, it's brutal. It's not something that it's not something you can just get over one day, right? Like, this needs real healing and revitalization and rejuvenation. You got to find that right girl in your life to make things right. I'm not saying everything's going to be plum peach perfect, but you need to have that experience at least once, even if it breaks your heart. I'd rather go with that beautiful girl and have those experiences and have my heart, quote unquote, broken. But you can't break my heart. No, now it's my heart. I'm heartless. You know what I mean? But when I was younger, I'd rather have those experiences when I was young than wait till you're old and, you're not in your prime. Your hairline's pushed back to the skyline. You know what I mean? Your mind is totally different. This world is absolutely brutal, brother. Peace.